Hey guys, before we get started, the first few minutes of footage were lost. I got interrupted after starting and had to end the recording early. That file ended up getting corrupted while my commentary remains. Thankfully, the only part that was actually lost were us leaving the Temple of Wind and Isle of Gust. So to make up for it, let's do it as Nico did in the beginning and make ourselves a slideshow. Hey guys, welcome back to The Legend of Zelda Phantom Hourglass. Last time, we explored our second dungeon, the Temple of Wind, and defeated Cyclops, the Stirrer of Winds. I forgot to mention this last time, but something that has some interesting lore implications is that Cyclops resembles a statue that guarded the Wind Temple in Wind Waker. I don't know if it's intentional or not, but it's a nice callback if that's the case, and I really don't know if there are any lore implications, but there could be. Anyway, this time we're leaving the temple and returning to Linebeck. This part always confuses me a bit. I always think you have to go to the left to get back to the dock, but no, you actually have to go to the right. Normally, we would go back to the Temple of the Ocean King, since that's apparently where the next clue is, but we still have some more stuff to explore in the Northwestern Sea. Well, Link, you did alright, kid. Looks like you halted another spirit, eh? To the Temple of the Ocean King, then. Let's set sail. All aboard are setting sail. Well, we're not going to Temple of the Ocean King, since, like I said, we're exploring. Our first destination will be to the north, since there's apparently an island here that the Wayfarer spoke of. As we're sailing, you'll notice these boats here. These are pirates. They'll shoot cannonballs at you, and you want to fire back at them. After about 3 or 4 hits, they'll sink. They'll sink, not get sink. They can be pretty annoying to deal with, and you really don't want to let them get too close, because then they'll start attacking you. There's a new island that we learned existed in this area. Look there, the island isn't marked on our charts, Link, and it looks like we can dock there. There, just add the isle to your chart. Why not set a course for it? Just like with Spirit Island, no, we don't want to go into the sea chart. Just like with Spirit Island, let's set a course for Unknown Island again. Also, I want to apologize if my voice sounds echoey. I'm recording in a larger room than usual. And you can also hear sounds of, like, night insects outside. This is Zowz's Island. This island is nice and warm and laid back. There has to be something hiding in a place like this. Snoop around this island, or do you want to leave? Not yet. Then get out of here. I've got ship parts that need repairing. On this island, we have a rock, a tree, field of grass, and this thing here. There's a central plateau, but how about we just ignore it for now? There's a treasure chest on the smaller plateau, and also another stone thing in the ground. Find the stone tiles on the east and west of this island. Connect the eastern stones with a line. Do the same with the western stones. Dig where the extensions of these two lines intersect. Let's get down the locations of these tiles. On our map, that's around here-ish. And the other one we saw is right here. So we're told to dig where the intersections of the two lines are, but we're going to want to find the other two tiles before we draw anything, because then it might end up being inaccurate. Here's the third one. And the fourth one is right up here. Now if we draw a line between these and a line between these, we have that's not very accurate. It's probably more around here. But we do have a general idea of where we're supposed to go, and nothing to be found there aside from the stone tablet. And the place we want to dig is right here, I want to say. Yep! And we have our 7th treasure map. Alright, there's a house in the center of the island. Let's go get it. But first, let's grab a cuckoo and use it to fly over here to get this chest. There's our third wisdom gem. We have a decent amount of each, but we're still quite a long way from getting the upgrades. Hello? Excuse me? This isn't working. Maybe he can't hear us. You don't have to yell. I can hear you, you know. So you guys are on a big adventure in search of the ghost ship, eh? Huh? How'd you know? Humans always think that unless they say something, others won't hear them. Truth is, people talk just as loudly with their hearts. But because people have mouths, they don't pay attention to their hearts. There's nothing I have to tell you now, Link. But there will come a day when you require my power. It is then that you should pay another visit to Zhao's the blacksmith. There's nothing I have to tell you now, Link. This seems like it's going to be a pretty important place at some point in the future, and you can come here early to get some collectibles. It's pretty worth it to come here, I'd say. Sounds nice and warm laid back. Let's leave and head to the next island on our list, which is the island in the northeast of the Northwestern Sea. Bannan Island. I guess it kind of looks like a banana a bit. Not exactly, though. Like, imagine the things jutting out to both sides are like the sides of a peel, and you can kind of tell it's there. Flying fish. It's dead. Ooh, jellyfish! Come on, give me more money. Got like 5 or 6 rupees from that. Welcome to Bannan Island. It's a weird little islands like this that have treasure. Want to set sail, kid? Not yet. Really, kid? You have a sign for us? Bannan Island, the Wayfaring Island. That doesn't sound familiar. Have another rope. And another post we'll want to make a note of. And while we're here, let's equip our boomerang to take care of the enemies. You also don't actually... I'm not sure if I've mentioned this explicitly, but you don't actually have to draw a line to an enemy with the boomerang to hit it. If you tap on them, it'll immediately just start flying to them. It can take care of some enemies like the ropes in one hit, but others like the choo-choos will only be stunned. I saw a blue rupee here. Around back, we don't see anything. There's a cool, intricate design on the roof of the hut. Have to give props to whoever's living here. They have nice taste in decor. Rope, die, give me your money, as all good enemies do. Old Wayfarer's house. You look pretty familiar. Definitely see the resemblance. Ah, this is the place for those who hunger for the romance of adventure. This is the Wayfaring Island, young man. Ha ha ha. So go on, tell me, did you find it? It? Hey now, you can tell me there are no secrets between men of adventure. You came to this distant island in search of the elusive beast, the mystical creature that bewitches sailors from the waters of this island. You came in search of the mystical mermaid, right? Huh? What? Wayfarers must always be looking for adventure. In my search for the mystical creature, the mermaid, I sacrificed many of life's pleasures. Friends, family, good snacks. I gave it all up to search for the mermaid. Take this pool, for example. That is where the majestic creature will lounge once I capture her. This pool cost a hefty fortune for a man who follows his wayfaring heart. You are young. With age, I have learned to approach life's quests with passion. So, young man, if you see a mermaid, you'll tell me right away, won't you? We men of adventure must stick together. The mermaid, she is a sly, elusive creature. She will not show herself if monsters lurk nearby. If you see one, you must get her attention. Show off your wayfaring heart. Like he said, you have to defeat all the enemies on the island in order to progress the quest. And looks like we have one here. I guess you have to leave a certain distance and then come back? Or do you have to, like, just straight up leave the area and then come back? There's a cave dividing the halves of the island. Okay, that's really weird. Oh, she just spawns at different locations, okay. There we go. You have to hit her with the boomerang. Oh, hey, what are you doing? What's your problems? I like getting dressed up like a mythical creature. Her eyes are terrifying. I'm a human being, treat me like one. I'm not some freak you can throw stuff at. Don't just stand there staring at me. Apologize. Sorry? Okay, as long as you understand now that you can't go doing that. I'm even wearing my more girl costume, but I'm still me. And isn't this swimsuit cute? I made myself? No way. You're saying that there's an old wayfarer who thinks I'm a real mermaid? Wow, well, that's not my problem, you know. Between us, I've always thought that wayfaring tales were neat. I'm in a high seas adventure kind of way. Maybe you were fated to me. I'm gonna go to that old man's hut and visit him. I hope he raves on and on about the romance of the sea. Thank you. Let's return to the Wayfarer and see if she popped by. I'm not sure exactly how she would, get out of the ocean and into the pool, though. Hi, young man, have you found her, the mermaid? Yes. What? My wayfaring heart is filled with the thrill and romance of adventure. You found the mermaid. She enjoys listening to old wayfarers' tales? And she said that she would come visit me one day? I'm a fool to believe such a wild tale. How could you toy with the hopes of my romantic wayfaring heart? I've been waiting here, but no mermaids fond of tales of wayfaring have come. Or could it be? She must have met another old wayfarer to enchant with her mermaidish song. I wonder if the majestic mermaid is off with some other older man. Do you hear, Link? Another older man. Tee-hee, you think he's talking about the lazy old guy who drives our ship? That seems way more likely considering Lineback was right next to her. Hey, kid, can I talk to you for a second? Okay, get this. A little while ago, this girl came up and started talking to me. She had really dead skin, and she was really spirited. I'd say saucy, even. Woohoo! But the thing is, I think she might have thought I was someone else. I only had a chance to say, hey there, hello, then she disappeared. Well, the life of a dashing sea captain isn't always easy. Now let's go back to the old wayfarer and see if she got I wouldn't say the right wayfarer because there's not really a wrong one, and both of them are cool wayfarers in their own right. Haha, I finally met the mermaid of my dreams. Never would I have dreamed the mermaid would come to me. You had a hand in this, young man, so I want to give you this. You got the fishing rod. Tap fish from the menu while sailing and use it. I had the fishing rod made so that I could hook the mythical mermaid, but I obviously don't need it anymore, so you can have it. Oh, but I have quite a challenge to stoke the fire of adventure in your heart. You must sail the seas fishing for mighty catches like I did in my youth. While at sea, keep an eye out for fish shadows. Go to where the fish are. When you are above them, tap fish from the menu, and that's when the true romance of the sea will grip you. Keep your eyes on the map when you're steaming across the open sea. Like magic, fish shadows will appear. The sea has many mysteries. And it's just a repeat of the tutorial, but if you catch a big one, come show it to me. It'll be worth your voyage. Oh, it's you. I found this old wayfarer all thanks to you. He's great, always raving about the romance of the sea and call of adventure. I'm going to pretend to be a mermaid for a bit and let him think I'm the real thing. Shh, it's our little secret. Once we finish that side quest chain, another new side quest chain opens up to us involving the fishing rod. Let's return to the open sea and sail around for a bit. While we're sailing, you'll notice the shadows of fish. We want to set course for them and wait until we're right above them. We can also sail around with the menu open, because as you can see, there's a fish icon in the bottom right hand of the screen. Also, it's gonna change... Oh no, I want to change route, not right on the map. The fish also can change direction pretty frequently, so you want to stay on top of them. Also in the distance, we can see another island that was marked on the Wayfarer's hideaway in the Isle of Gus. It's also nice that we finally meet the guy. He was foreshadowed since Melita Island, and it's cool that they incorporate him in the game instead of just not really answering what happened to Romanos' dad. Alright, any moment now. Now we have a fishing mini game. I hate fishing and I don't like fishing mini games usually. This one isn't so bad though, comparatively speaking. Okay, so it's your first time fishing, Link. I'll teach you some of the secrets of fishing. Slide the stylus down the screen to pull up on your rod. To reel in, make small circles with your stylus. You get a bite, lift up on the rod to set the hook. Timing is key. The description is a bit misleading. You want to wait until you get a bite, and then pull down to the bottom of the screen. Hey, you got a bite. The key to fishing is knowing when to pull up on your rod and reel in. If you don't do anything, the gauge on the top screen will drop fast. Make the gauge rise by sliding down the screen away from the fish. You don't want to slide down, you want to draw one line from the top to the bottom of the screen and then hold the stylus in position. You also want to keep the stylus on the opposite side of the screen as the fish. So if it soars to the left, you keep it to the right, and if it soars to the right, you keep it to the left. You then want to draw circles while your stylus is in that position. When the fish leaps out the water, you want to let go of the stylus and then put it right back where it was and continue drawing circles. Hold the gauges up, reel in the fish by making circles with your stylus. So it's going to the right, and now it's just going all over the place. Make the circles. The fish will jump. This one is tricky. When it jumps, take the stylus off the screen and ease up, or it'll go away. Let go. If you'll notice the gauge drop, just stop drawing circles and just hold the stylus where it is on the opposite side of the screen for a bit, and you should be pretty good. You got a skipjack. It measures 1 foot 11 inches. This is based on the skipjack tuna. Every fish you can catch is in fact based on a real fish. These fish are common, but they sure are tasty. Check on the collection screen. Now we can open the menu, go in the collection, and go to the left. Fishing journal. We've caught 1 skipjack, and we can also see the total amount of fish we caught. Right now, it's 1. Let's go back to the Wayfarer and see what he says about it. There's the new island that we're not going to explore yet. Look there, the island isn't marked on our charts, Lake. It looks like we can dock there. There, I just added the isle to your chart. Why not set a course for it? We have some other business to take care of first before we do that. Fish will periodically spawn on the open sea. If you're having... okay, let's go over here and catch that fish. If you're having trouble getting fish to spawn, I'd recommend just docking and then returning to the open water. You won't get away from me. No, I don't want to go to Southwestern Sea. No. Okay, it's probably the best angle I can get it at. Enemies sighted. I don't have time for you. Okay, fish. All right, let's give this another shot. See what we can catch this time. Okay, gotta let go. This one seems to be putting out more of a fight than the skipjack. almost there. I remember a long time ago, I went on a fishing trip on this giant boat, and I remember, oh, it's another skippyjack, measures 2 feet 2 inches. I remember I was with my mom, and I think my granddad was there too. But point is, I remember some people on that boat actually ended up catching sharks. They weren't big sharks, they were on the smaller side, but that was really cool. I think it was like the first time I'd ever actually seen a shark in person. And also it was cool because I was seeing a shark in the wild. Beetle's drifting right into our path, so why not pay him a visit? Oh, welcome, you'll find anything you need here. Now that we have bombs, he actually will have a bomb bag. You don't want to get that, actually. Ship part, log prow, 150 rupees. I don't think we have that. You got the log prow ship part. And while we're at it, let's also get the 4th wisdom gem. I think that might be the 3rd wisdom gem. I probably miscounted earlier. Please come again. That brings our point total to 10. We're halfway to the silver membership already. Okay, yeah, that was the 3rd wisdom gem. Let's go back to the south and catch another fish. Now, if you're being attacked by enemies and a fish is nearby, you can actually cancel out the enemy by selecting the fish option. They will despawn once you do so. Since the fish move in a completely different path from you, you want to frequently redraw your route in order to stay accurate, and also just draw the shortest route possible between you and the fish. There's another eye plant. Sorry, Jelly, you can't cause my game to lag this time. I got a fish to catch. Now, when the fish jumps out of the water, you also can tell what kind it is. We've only seen a skippyjack so far, but there are different species you can catch. If it looks like one you've caught before, you can know to just let it go. However, we're just going to keep doing it, to see if we can get the largest one we can. Another skippyjack. Now that we have 3 fish, I think we're pretty good on skippyjacks for now, so let's head back to the Old Wayfarer. For real this time, I'm getting a feeling a 4th fish will show up, but we'll just have to ignore it for now. Ah, young man, show me what you hauled in. Where is it? Hey, let's see it. You still haven't caught the big one, have you? The sea still hides many prized fish. You need to show your wayfaring spirit. I misremembered it. There's a specific fish we have to catch to progress the side quest, so time to go fishing again and hope we strike luck. I think this is a new one. It's going much further to the side than the skippyjack was. Also, the meter drops faster. Yeah, this is definitely a new one. Ooh, it's a biggin. You caught a tuna, measures 3 feet 3 inches. This, of course, is based on the tuna fish. Among more common varieties, it's pretty big. Check on your collection screen. There's one more species of fish we have yet to catch now. So let's sail around and see if we can find it. Also, I want to appreciate how cool the Isle of Gust looks from the sea, too. I love the green hue to it, and how you can see Cyclops' battle arena from here. Ooh! I think this is the big one we have to catch. Yep, this is it. You caught a luvar with a hook that we just somehow have on the ship now. Measures 4 foot 11 inches. This is based on the luvar fish, spelled Louvar. It's not very pretty, but it's very mild-mannered. Check out the collection screen. Now let's return to the Old Wayfarer. Ah, young man, show me what you hold in. Where is it? Let's see it. Such a stern yet distinctive and manly expression, like my own. There's no doubt this is a luvar. Whew, impressive. Even for a romantic fisherman like myself, it's a rare treat to see a luvar. Nice work, young man. Looks like you've got the aura that beckons the fish. That is the most badass yet strange compliment I've ever received. The aura that beckons the fish. I think this gift is appropriate. It's yours. You got a big catch lure. You can catch a ton of big fish with this lure. As long as you have that, it should be easier for you to catch a great fish. You've caught a rare one, don't hesitate to come see me. There is a new category of fish we can catch now. Catching it is our next step in this side quest chain. And while we're at it, I caught 5 skippyjacks, 1 tuna, and 1 luvar for a total of 7 fish. You'll notice on the map that Beetle has a helmet on. This is something that only appears from 10 p.m. to 12 a.m. on weekdays, and from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. on weekends. This is the masked ship. I'm going to try going there now, but if a fish appears, we'll have to divert and go for that instead. If we don't get it this time, it's not the end of the world, but we will be showing off the masked ship eventually. And there's the fish. There we go! Haven't seen a fish take that long, I was about to say, and then I see why. This is the fish we've been hunting. Get slow and steady. You caught a rusty swordfish. It measures 11 feet 8 inches. This is based on just the swordfish. This is a big one. Look at that impressive pattern on its back. Now that we finally have the rusty swordfish, well, actually, first let's talk to Masked Beetle, or whatever his name is. Then we go back to the Old Wayfarer. Oh, welcome. I don't think we've met before. Nope. But I know all about you. I close up shop in 7 days. Liquidation sale. You don't have to worry about it. He actually won't close up shop in 7 days. That's unavailable. Also have a dark pearl loop. But of interest here are, first off, a courage gem. And second off, a heart containers for 1,500 rupees, which we don't have. But we do have 500 rupees, so we can get a courage gem. Oh, thank you! Is there anything else you're interested in? Bye! Come again! Rupees you spend on the masked ship won't count towards your credit score, so we're not any further to getting the silver membership. And once we have 1,500 rupees, we'll have to come back at 10 p.m. on a weekday or 10 a.m. on a weekend in order to get the heart container. There are a few heart containers not found in dungeons that are scattered around the world that we'll want to be on the lookout for. And that's the first one of them. Ah, young man, show me what you hold in. Where is it? Hey, let's see it. This sword is sharp like my passion for adventure. This is a rusty swordfish. Heh, impressive. Rusty swordfish are backbreakers, even for bold men of passion like myself. Nice work, young man. Because your skills quite equal mine, you more than deserve this gift. You got the bright hole ship part. Go to the shipyard to customize your ship. Check the collection screen. I think a courageous fisherman such as yourself can do it. Lately, fish shadows have been sighted on the sea's surface. Rumors are swirling among the bold and hardy fishermen. The legendary fish Neptuna surfaces once again. If you were to catch one, you would truly be the legendary romantic. At this point, the final step in the side quest chain is available. There's a special shadow that can appear on the surface of the ocean to herald the rarest of fish, the Neptuna. However, it is incredibly rare, even more rare than the rusty swordfish. So instead of taking care of it for now, we're going to let it be and catch it whenever we get the chance. And in my search for the rusty swordfish, we have 7 skippyjacks, 4 tuna, 2 luvar, 1 rusty swordfish, and 14 fish. And I've been recording for over an hour now. Next time, The Legend of Zelda Phantom Hourglass, we head back into the cave and explore the rest of Bannan Island. See you guys next time.